everybody, it's Kathy Champion, and we are getting ready to do a tour of my new and improved craft room. So before we get started, I'm going to drop in some pictures of the way it looked prior to me redoing, and you will get an idea of what a drastic change it was. Now, it is a small space, so I am limited with my space and what I can do in here, but I just wanted to kind of bring you along and let you. This is my new space, my desk. All of my paper is organized in these baskets underneath the edge of my desk. As you can see, it is a small area, but this is my recording camera and my lights. And I have lights on both sides that shines down so I don't get a glare. And this little cabinet right here was new. And it has a cabinet on one side and a set of drawers on the other. And I got a few of my little treasures here on top. And you can see some of this stuff is things that I have made. And then over here, I have all of my Fiskars, EK tool punches, and any other brands that were like Hobby Lobby, Paper Studio, places like that. So they are all organized on this rack, which makes it very easy to get to. I have a file cabinet down here. It's an old file cabinet, but it works, and I have my scraps in the top drawer, and I have them organized in folders by color. So in the bottom drawer, I have some colored cardstock in folders, and that's just a good place for me to keep it. And then these two bins that are sitting on top, these have miscellaneous items like my little ink daubers, and I have miscellaneous things like magnets and colored pencils and things like that. In these drawers, I have a mini hot glue gun, my coffee filters, things like that. Then this little utility cart, my daughter Jennifer gave me this for my birthday, and this thing is so valuable because I have things that I would reach for at a minute's notice right here, and it makes it real easy for me to access things that I use a lot. So I love this. I have my crocodiles here on this end. I have some tape down here. I keep a ream of white cardstock right there for easy access. All of my two-way tape is right there. And I keep some things like here, like my mini glue dots, some of my snail, and I have some alcohol wipes that I made, along with just some baby wipes. Then back behind here, I keep a lot of my tools that I reach for, like my trimmers, my scoreboard. I keep some extra plastic bags, some watercolor paper, a legal pad, and some things like that. My two-sided tape, and I also have some templates in there. Now, this gives you a bird's eye view of my desk from my angle. So there's my mat, and if you go up, you're going to see my microphone and my camera. And then, of course, there's the lighting. My window is now over here. I have another set of drawers down here. And these I keep things that I reach for real often. Again, tape runner, my bifocals, because you know when I color I like to put them on. I have some notepads here and some just different things that I would need, my erasers and tape and things like that. This one I have my die cuts that I reach for real often, and these are my circles, ovals, squares, and rectangles and words, and so that's a good place for those. In this drawer I have my Misty, my little craft mat. I have some sponges, my label maker, some scratch paper, and I keep my two black inks in here, Memento and Versafine. So as you go down, here's my blocks, my stamp cleaner. I keep dimensionals in these cases. So, and on the bottom I just have some punches that I reach for quite often. And normally this is sitting up here, but I did use it earlier, so I'm going to move it back where it belongs. And that's my little revolution. And I got some of these plastic containers. This little 3-drawer Sterilite, and I have quite a few of the little Sterilite carts in here. In the top drawer I have all 6x6 paper. In the 2 bottom drawers I actually house my my dies. Most of my dies are in there. But they are like the off-brand. You come up to the top. These are all of my Stampin' Up! Punches. And there's my printer. I have my ink displayed right here. That is my Distress Oxides. There's my Stampin' Up! Inks. And of course I've got some of my little goodies up there. And then I keep my computer sitting right here. This is my Rollo printer that I use for my labels for shipping out. And I have a scrap box right here where I keep card bases and card fronts and things like that. So looking straight across from my desk, I have this table which used to be my craft table. And I now use this strictly for all of my machines. So I do have 2 Cuddlebugs, my old one, and then my daughter gave me one. And I have my Big Shot right there, and that's the Big Shot Plus. It's a really wide Toby. Of course, my puppies are in here with me, and I think Toby thinks I'm talking to him because he's over there just... Toby. Tobes. Yep, that's Toby. Anyway, I keep all the machines. I have my Cricut, my Scan and Cut, I have my laminator. I also have my Xyron, which puts adhesive on the back of die cuts and things like that for you. And if you look at the 2 black and clear carts that are up underneath there, I bought these as a set, and they are housing right now all of my wood block stamps. And then the one over here at the bottom drawers, I actually have paper in those. But this is a great place for me to keep that kind of thing. So I'm going to get up very carefully, and I am going to walk around my desk. And I'm going to turn to my left. This is where I would normally come in. And if you look right here, this is like a DVD case. And I've got all my Stampin' Up! Stamp sets here. And then on this shelf right there, this shelf, I have cases that I have gotten. And I am in the midst of transferring any stamp sets that aren't Stampin' Up! That have dies, and I'm putting them in a case together. I have some empty cases, and then on the very bottom is retired Stampin' Up! Products. And then this little case right here, I do have any of my current Stampin' Up! Dies that are in the new catalog. They're here, along with embossing folders. And I have some more punches, and I have some of my glitter and different things, embellishments and what have you, in little containers right there. And this is a real neat little place to go. And of course, there's my little fella. He looks so dark in that picture, and he's not that dark anymore, as you can see. And those are my babies. And when you turn over here, I've always had a television in my craft room, because when I'm just crafting and not recording, I do like to watch TV. So I will turn it on really low and just have it in the background. On the top shelf here, I have all of my May stamp sets. These are all of the 4x6 size stamps. I have another place that I keep the 6x8s. But these are all May. Down here, these are mindless crafting stamps. These are miscellaneous stamps, and then right here is embossing folders. And I have another box of stamps here, and these are mostly Stampendous, and they're the house mouse stamps. I love the little house mouse. I have 3 containers of ribbon, and I just have them stacked right there. And over here, this is where I keep my bigger stamp sets right there. These are the ones that are the 6x8. So they're in that little container. So then over here by the window, this little rack that I've got my all of my punch boards in, this is actually a taco warmer. We never used it. We tried it a couple times. It really didn't work well. So I kind of snatched it out of the kitchen and made use for it here in my craft room. So, and hey, it works. It's a great place to sit these little punch boards in. Now, my envelope punch board and my tab punch board, I keep it over in my little bin behind my chair because I use those two the most. But, and this shelf here, it needs to be better organized. I'm going to do away with these shoe boxes and eventually replace them with decorative boxes. But for right now, this is serving the purpose. I have all of my plates here for my different cutting machines, and then I put the one for the Sussex, the big ones right here. Well, these are Cuttlebug. I'm sorry, these are all for Cuttlebug. These are my Sussex. So that pretty much, I think, and of course, like I said, all of this is my different papers. And I got a bin over here that's all Christmas. And if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but this is the folded up flag. It doesn't mean anything bad. My son was in Afghanistan right after 9/11. He was shipped over because he was Army. And he had to go on his first mission, and he sent me back the flag, and that's a picture of him standing on his Jeep with the flag behind him. And this has always been very special to me. I also have some more inks here. My VersaFine Clairs are right there, and I've got this little display back here that I keep my stickles in. And like I said, you see some little things here and there, like this little item that I made the other day, and it's the tutorial for it is on my channel. And y'all remember me making the box with the greeting cards. I've displayed that right there. Christmas, I made one of these little wreaths, and I didn't want to put it in a box where it would get smushed, so I just kind of hung it up right there. I did purchase a few things for my walls, not a lot. I got this little thing right here because I really loved it. I saw it and I thought it would look good right behind my desk. And eventually I want to get this frame hung like right up here on this wall. And it's just a little frame where you can put your own pictures on it. Now these are not pictures of my family. These are the pictures that came with the frame. So I do want to change those out and have maybe some pictures of me and my husband and our puppy dogs, maybe my grandchildren, you know, something like that. So right up here I have my calendar, and behind the calendar I have all of my mats. I have my my waffle flower media mat. I have my brother's scan and cut, and then I have several of the Cricut mats. So that's just a good place to put them where they're kind of out of the way. I have a major plug system here for lighting, cameras, batteries, and what have you. Here is my Nuvo marker pen stands and my little ladybug that I absolutely love. This little carousel, my husband got me this for my birthday one year. I think it was birthday. And I love this because it spins and I can get all of my stuff in here. And all I have to do is spin it. And it also has like 8 little drawers on it. So that works out really good for me. But this is pretty much my craft room. And I hope that you've enjoyed my little tour. Like I told you, it is a very small, very, very small area. But it really does serve its purpose. It gives me a place to come in and, you know, do my thing, and I love it. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please leave me a comment and give me a thumbs up. All of that goes a long ways in my status with YouTube. So I certainly appreciate it. I love you all very much. May God richly bless you. And as I always say in closing, let everything you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven, because He is so worthy. Until I see you again, bye-bye.